Hello again, everybody. It's time to continue on the project, and now I have new camera for the video and edit. It's easier to edit, and afterwards we will do the live video in YouTube, and I will be able to watch the video with you guys and answer on all of your questions in time. So, what do we have to do? First, I think we will have to change the front lower link rod ends to the bent ones, so they don't hit so hard to the chassis itself. It gives you better squeeze and stuff. I think that's the first thing to do. In this video, I think we will just fix few of the issues that I found when I was looking the rig, and what possible changes I will be making to it. So that's gonna go up first. It's easier to turn it upside down and then just removing this. Gonna need a pliers for this, it's pretty tight. You can buy the bent rod ends from RC 4-wheel drive also. Can get all of the stuff you need from there. And this was the other one, and the other thing that we have to change is the steering setup, which I left how it was back then when I was building it. But now we have to do some small modifications to it. But we have a problem. These bent rod ends are they are M3, we need M4. That's, I believe, something I don't have. That's too bad. Well, then we have to stick with the M3s and find out the solution for this. I think you can find M4 bent rod ends from the RC 4-wheel drive side, but I don't have them right now. So I will have to stick with these. There's nothing much I can do about this at the moment, I think. Well, it is how it is. I have to order a set of those. We really need them for this, I think. I can show you what I'm meaning. When you're trying to get the articulation, you can see it's hitting both sides. You cannot get full articulation, and that's because I have switched the front lower links upright position rather than vertical position, no, horizontal position, to gain some more ground clearance. That's why we have changed these to the bent ones, which I have to order next. And the next thing would be steering setup. This is I need more steering than this currently has. It's hitting on the lower link and shock mount, the steering link. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this tie rod on top of the servo horn and put both steering link and tie rod on top of the knuckle attachment. So I think when you with this caster angle I have put on the rig, you can run both on top of the knuckles, but we will see about that pretty soon. It's easiest to get the tire out first, probably. Other than this and the rod end modification, I don't think we have that much to do before we start installing the electronics. I can show you how to program the ESCs first, and then we can mount the electronics on the rig. That was the screw that I had already put some Loctite on it, so it was quite tight. I have to open this side also. I usually take the pins, when I open the tires I will take the pins out also, otherwise they will be lost, most likely. So, I'm going to use the thread lock now, that's the final, I believe that's the final installing to these. Or maybe not. But if you are going to do this, because I'm still not sure if I'm going to use these knuckles and these hubs for how long, because they are the 8-degree ones, and I just want to test them out. How do they perform? That's why I have them, but still not sure if I'm going to use them in a long term. for a fact I know that you will be alright to use the stock 0-degree ones. I have them in my own rig and I have zero problems with them. Whoops. I have definitely the wrong tool for this. Should have a better one here. Somewhere. Is this the one? Yep. Yeah. Lots of better option this. I put the steering link on top of the knuckles, both sides, and the tie rod on top of the steering link. And it was alright if it's underneath the servo horn still, it has plenty of room there. The steering is much better now. Let's put the tires on so I can show you better. After this, I think it's time for me to think about the final attachment points for the electronics. And start assembling them. For a quick look that I checked that Holmes had put decent leads for every component, so I don't have to make my own wiring at all. I just cut them to the right size and put them on. Yeah, so as you can see, it's way better than it was previously. That should do pretty fine. Okay.